Hey, thanks for watching my channel. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the Mother of Twins, helping you along your twin flame journey. If this is your first time watching my channel, then I need to tell you that from the time you start watching, whether I'm laughing, singing, dropping cards on the floor, my dogs are playing or barking, it's all part of your message. Take it as it resonates. Remember, this is a general reading, so everything may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just leave it, chuck it for somebody else, and they'll get it, and they'll be very happy with it. Thank you so much for your likes and your subscribes and your shares and your comments. Y'all are giving me life in the comment section. Thank you that our comment section is a place of health, and healing, growth, illumination, revelation, knowledge. Thank you that we don't judge, but we are encouraging to one another as divine feminines and divine masculines, as a community, as a tribe. So I appreciate you guys really keeping the comments very light and positive. If you like the way I read, I had to think about that. If you like the way I read, then I call them my love and light sessions. I'll be happy to do that with you one-on-one, like two old friends chatting. It's everything you need to know about that is in the description box below. This reading is for our full moon this coming Thursday, May 7th. Yay. I cannot believe that we are already in the month of May in the year 2020. Time is definitely accelerating, and so are you. But this month's full moon is called the flower moon. It is in Scorpio, yes, full of mystery. Scorpio was a very charismatic sign, but we'll get to the details. I want to pull sacred geometry first for overall energy. And I'll leave it right there. Emergence, and I'll put that right there as I talk to you. But this card, Emergence, this is the overall energy for the full moon, flower moon, which, look at it, looks like a flower. See the sacred geometry? It says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. I love it. Somebody's coming out of their shell. Somebody's coming out of a place of obscurity even, but things are emerging and more like you. New ideas, expansion, because this full moon is also about expansion. It's about luxury. It's about, let me get my book, and luck. You know what I mean? So let me start from the beginning, because I'll lose myself if I don't give you all these notes. Okay, first thing I want to say is the Eta Aquariid is it's a constellation or a meteor shower that's happening the exact same time as actually it starts May 4th through the 7th. But if you are familiar with Halley's Comet, if you are old enough to remember that, last time Halley's Comet was near us on Earth where we could actually see some remnants or residue of it was 1986. So Halley's Comet is actually the parent of this Eta Aquariid. And this constellation is found in Aquarius. If you know, I'm not an astrologist, and I never said I was. I'm just telling you what I've studied and what I know. I'm just giving you like little facts just to give you a foundation. But interestingly, just for you to know, interestingly, it's going to be very difficult to see this meteor shower, which where we are, we can see like 10 to 30, an hour of these meteor showers, of these lights, right? So we're not in a place where we could really see it. And to add to that, it's a super moon and a full moon, because you know how much a full moon lights up the night sky. So it's going to be very hard, because it'll like actually dim out this meteor shower. But just for fun facts, it's a lot going on May 7th or even next week as far as the cosmos, because I just feel like Spirit is just showing how creation is just amazing, and how we are part of the stuff that makes up the universe. So why can't we be magical? Why can't we be like a meteor shower? Why can't we be fabulous too? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's just an aside. But the full moon is on Thursday, May 7th. Thursday is all about, especially those of you who are doing rituals or working your magic, my alchemical people, my alchemists, it's ruled by Jupiter. The day of the week, Thursday, is ruled by Jupiter. And this day is all about, like I said earlier, expansion. It's about luck. It's about luxury. So definitely soothe yourself. Definitely take your baths, feel beautiful, feel like that. I'm feeling a lot of goddess energy. Definitely capitalize on the goddess energy. Definitely honor yourself. Definitely feel lucky, right? You feel like you are favored, feel like you are highly favored, blessed, covered, protected, enraptured, all of that, just insulated. I'm even hearing the word insulated from drama, insulated from foolishness. You know what I mean? And also it's about expansion. Those of you who want to broaden your horizons, whether it's people, places, things. You want to add, new friendships, or you want to learn a new skill. You might want to change a guest room into like maybe a prayer room, or your new study, or a place where you can do your arts and crafts, or some of y'all that's feeling real, intentional. You might want to turn your guest room into that nursery that you've been, because you've seen, listen, some of you have seen you know exactly how you want to make your nursery for your upcoming, your baby, your little crystal, your little indigo baby. But so anyway, but it is this full moon energy, this flower moon is all about that expansion, and so that'll be good for that, especially on the day on Thursday. And matter of fact, any Thursdays that you want to work your magic or do your intentions, put some things in the atmosphere. Thursday is a good day for that sort of thing. Any intentions related to wealth and prosperity and career is appropriate on a Thursday. Just a little hint, right? Just a little fact for you, fun fact. Okay, what I say? Full moon is located. It's in Scorpio. This full moon, and it's ruled by Pluto. The sign of Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, and it's all about power. Pluto is about transformation. So again, we talked about expansion, we talked about transformation. All of these are buzzwords for when you're getting ready to set your intentions. That's what this is about, because you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish if you are focused and intentional. And I believe that a lot of us have we have power, we have an understanding of what is available to us, but I don't think we harness it as best we can, or as best we could, because we're not really quite sure what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, because we're all at different places, different levels in our awakening and our journey. But I'm saying, but imagine, like, from this day forward, or this full moon forward, purpose to be intentional. When you're doing your work, your soul work, your healing, your magic, or make sure you are very intentional. You can't mess it up if you tried, but make sure you're very intentional about what you want to do, and do your research. I mean, it's okay. Do your research. There's so much out there. There's a wealth of knowledge that's at our fingertips. So, we're literally set up for success in everything we do, especially, again, when we are, I don't know why I keep saying intentional. All right. So, let's see. Individual achievement is all about Pluto, Scorpio, and Pluto, because Pluto represents that. It's about collaborations with others. Like I said, with the expansion, with the luxury, with the wealth, with the career. This is about partnering with other people, not just your twin. That's a good thing, but because there's a little section in here for the twin flames. But I'm just kind of talking in general as divine feminines, as divine counterparts. As people. Star seeds and light workers and empaths. What we can be doing and what we should be doing. And so it's okay to collaborate with others. It's okay to get with somebody that maybe you don't understand rituals, or you want to learn more. It's okay to reach out. It's okay to find or get a recommendation from a friend that knows a friend, or whatever. Collaboration is a good thing. You cannot continue to be the smartest person in your circle. Okay, that's not necessarily a good thing. All right, so where was I? Authority. This is about authority with Scorpio, with this full moon. So that's another thing. Really embracing who you are and what you possess, meaning the power that you have to create something out of literally nothing. The power to create by the spoken word. Very powerful. So let's see. Interestingly, the moon is at its fullness at 6:45 a.m. I believe. If I'm wrong, forgive me. But the moon is sunrise is a portal, and sunrise is all about new beginnings, because think about it, the sun is coming up, new beginnings, and it's about expanded possibilities. And there's that word again, expansion. So as you come up on this blossoming, I wouldn't be surprised if in our moon oracle deck, because it's been coming up in personal readings, the flower moon card has been coming out in a lot of my readings and a lot of my personal readings. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out in this reading. We'll see. Maybe not now, because I said something, but I don't know. Anyway, so anytime you're working your ritual for this full moon, for this flower moon, make sure your rituals are related to blessing, related to empowerment, related to calling in the conditions that you desire. You're calling in things during full moons because full moon has great power because the lunar cycle has reached its climax. So not only is it a full moon and the moon is at its greatest or its highest climax with the lunar cycle, because everything's a cycle. We get to do this every month. Every month we have a new moon. Every month we get to do this, set our intentions right, and work the work for the appropriate time. Work the work in the appropriate time, right? But anyway, this full moon, with the climax, you're working with a super moon as well. So I'm telling you, the energy is going to be bananas, and I'm probably going to go live that night too, because y'all know how we do. It's kind of becoming a thing. Also, with the Scorpio full moon, or the moon in Scorpio, it's about revealing secrets and it's about solving mysteries, because that's what the sign of Scorpio is about. Let me tell you a little bit about Scorpio, then we're going to pull some cards and we're going to get up out of chair. But the Scorpio is, of course, a water sign. It's ruled by Pluto. I told you that. It symbolically represents represented by the scorpion. And the thing about Scorpio is it's complex. Scorpios are complex and they're charismatic. They fearlessly delve into life's mysterious depths. So this moon is all about revealing the mysteries. These are the questions you can ask of your masculine or your feminine. Why do you do this? Or the things that you've been always wondering about. You know what I mean? It's about revealing secrets. Things are going to be exposed, but in a good way, not to shock you or to take you aback, but it's just for you to incorporate into what you're already doing. Like, okay, now I have an understanding. Now I know how to move from here. It's about strategy, wisdom, understanding, applying the knowledge that you glean or gain, and it's about capitalizing on the energy that is here, because you couldn't mess this up. We can't mess this up if we tried. So let's talk about blocked Scorpio energy just a little bit, because I want you to be mindful of what can happen. Sexual repression, because y'all know Scorpios. If you know a Scorpio, you know how they are. They get down, how they get down. But if your Scorpio energy is blocked, or this moon energy, because remember, it's all about setting intentions and being intentional and capitalizing on the energy, right? But if it's blocked, Scorpio energy manifests as sexual repression. So you might not know what you are experiencing. You might not even call it that. But clues that you are dealing with sexual repression is unexplained health issues such as headaches or challenges with your reproductive organs, ladies or gentlemen. Sexual thoughts that you keep hidden, even addictions deal with the blocked Scorpio energy. A complete disconnection from or lack of identification with sexuality, because some people actually deal with frigidity. That's when you don't have a desire. And again, I'm talking about blocked sexual energy. So if you are experiencing any of this full moon, this blossoming or flower moon, is all about you overcoming this or getting an understanding. Go delve into the deeper things, delve into the mysteries. Why am I like this? Where's the start? Did it start in my childhood? Did somebody touch me? Did I see something? What happened? That's what this energy is about. So that's why I'm mentioning blocked Scorpio energy, because what we're trying to do is keep on leveling up and going up from here. So if you, what did I say? Yes. So abusive behavior. You might find that you are done with bullies, people that are intimidating, people that are abusive in any way, language, physically, whatever, emotionally, mentally, whatever. You'll find that you can use this energy, this lunar climax right now, to finally just be done. Banish it, really. Take control. Remember, you're emerging, right? You are emerging. What else? Right. So it's about coming to grips with your sexuality. I don't know why that came up so very strongly. Feminines or even masculines dealing with some sexual blocks. A lot of it is religious upbringing, how we feel, what we think about, sex, just our attitudes. And, like I said, if you haven't made peace with your thighs, your genitals and different things, learning came out. I'm going to take 2 cards from this deck. This is my Oracle of the Angels card, but it's about learning. But again, yeah, as I talked about Scorpio blocks, it's about learning who you are, what you want, why you want it. Let me put this card back here now, so y'all can see what I'm doing. I love this card. Our approach to reality with a childlike attitude of innocence. See, with this emergence, that's what I mean about the learn. Let me just say this, with this full moon energy. We've learned some things that have put baby in a corner for like, we've been taught some things that were just downright erroneous, and we've been taught some things or indoctrinated in some things that made us feel less than, or like we were wrong, and it also saddled us with guilt and shame and condemnation. And I don't find it unusual that Spirit would have this full moon, this blossoming, this flower moon where things are, busting out all over. Because when you think about springtime, what do you think about? You think about love. And look at that picture. That's springtime, and that's an open book. Some of you need to have your lives are an open book. Some of you need to open a book, and start to learn about who you are and what you want versus somebody just telling you what you want. Some of us need to learn how to return to our childlike state where we had everything with wide-eyed wonder, because we got jaded when we were told, don't, stop, no, bad, wrong, ugly, ugh, gross. It infected us. It infected us, and it affected us. So this moon is all about, and look at this card number 25, which simplifies to a 7, right? Spiritual awakenings. It's about emerging, but it's about emerging with wide-eyed wonder. It's almost like, who told you were naked in scripture? Because it's like you learned to cover up. You learned to be diminished. You learned to stay in the corner. You learned to not speak until you were spoken to. That thing, these things were put inside of us, and it changed us. It changed us. But this full moon is all about releasing all of that and being fabulous. It's about expansion. It's about luxury. It's about luck. It's about uncovering mysteries. It's about revealing secrets. I'll take that. Look, liberation. You see what I'm saying? Third eye is open. My knowing, my knowledge is on 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say fleek. I don't know why I was gonna say that, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is a the pineal gland is popping. You know what I mean? You are in your angelic power. You are understanding that you are a star. See, look at those angel wings, just out, just unashamed. And that's another thing. You're dealing with a lot of shame when you're talking about blocks and Scorpio energy, because Scorpio is all about sex and the expression of it. It's very sensual. It's about sensuality. But some people are like, that's bad. That's you know what I mean? So it's about, right. Some of you need to be sexually liberated. And you need to release those blocks, those sexual blocks, those mindsets that keep you feeling like something's dirty, wrong. I'll just leave it at dirty and wrong. You know what I mean? So you're learning something. You're learning a new way. Liberation. Ooh, that was a lot. I'm not going to take those because that's too many. Ooh, did y'all see those flowers? My goodness, they want to talk tonight. Full moon in Scorpio. What else you want to say about this? One more with this deck. Then we'll go to the next one. I'll take that one. Yeah, and it's about releasing, right? Releasing what no longer serves you. And that includes mindsets that no longer work for you, because you are free. You are free indeed, okay? You are awakened now. You are moving differently. You are thinking differently. You are ascending. You are daily, you are ascending. And you got to know that and believe that. You are releasing things. For this full moon, and as full moons are all about appropriately releasing things, right? So, all right. I said earlier that I want to get like 2 or 3 cards from this deck. This is my Sacred Wealth Oracle cards, the Wealth Code cards, if y'all are familiar with that. But these are going to be wealth archetypes, just ways maybe you can level up in your career and your finances. I wanted to put this on here because of this energy of this full moon, and this is the perfect time because the season that we're in, it's about expansion. It's about luck. And remember, this is about leveling up. This is about abundance. And this is about emergence. Childlike faith. Childlike faith. No limitations. So these are just going to... thank you. 2 more. 2 more, y'all. We're done. Yep. I love this deck. This is, like I said, these are wealth archetypes. You may or may not or have yourself in here. So appropriate. So appropriate for the divine feminines, right? So 3 cards came out. Put that right there. Sorry. 3 cards came out. the queen. That's you. And then it's a unicorn. Some of you are wacky like a unicorn. Some of you guys just got your hair cut and it's nice and wavy and curly and it's cute with your product on it. You spike it. It's cute. Okay. It might be blue. It might be red. It might be you did that pretty gray. Or did you dye your hair white in this? You were really bored in this quarantine. But anyway, this is I am an empowered feminine leader. Regal, courageous, prosperous, loyal, powerful, compassionate, intuitive, responsible, administrative, knowledgeable, trustworthy. Now, who does that sound like? That's you, divine feminine. That's you, queen. That's who you are, okay? And this full moon is all about you. So your wealth archetype is being the queen that you are, all right? Let me look in this book just for a second and see if I can, there's traits in here. I don't know why I'm starting to read these books so much. I just love these books. And nothing is, I'm sorry, y'all. I literally gotta, is there a table of contents? Look at me. Sorry. Coming. 25. Oh, so appropriate. It's on page 25, and we already have card 25 out here in a whole nother deck. I love my life. In the sacred geometry, we have the card number 25, and we have this queen coming up on page 25, right? So it says, here is the high quality gifts of the queen. She leads from the heart. She's perceptive. She's generous. She uplifts the masses, has a big vision, protects others, shines in the public eye, influences collective change. That's the divine feminine. And you are a queen. Queens are well connected and understand that while you know what you know is important, who you know is equally important. Your connections with the right people help you get things done quickly and easily. You're a master of order and skillfully take the responsibility for order in your domain. Listen, for this full moon, you go ahead and release that queen energy all over you. You go ahead and call it in. This is one of your intentions. Let me be moving in my queen energy. And look, it's the moon. Look what controls it. You see that? The moon controls, because we're feminines. There's our card right there in this deck. This is the divine feminine card in this deck. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. All right, next card is the merchant. And this is opportunities to prosper. Everything is so synchronistic, because didn't we say that the Scorpio full moon is all about prospering? It's all about expansion. Let me just, sorry, what did I say? The merchant? I should have had this all set up before I started recording, but I like getting the cards out with you watching. That's all I do. It's okay to pre-shuffle and lay cards out, but you know, it's appropriate. Okay, with the merchant. Oh, ruled by Mercury. All right. So the merchant is all about being, you're aware that everything in the universe has an energetic currency. And especially when I love this. Look at the card with the money on the trees. See what I'm saying? We already said that. It's about luxury. It's about money. You know what I mean? It's about luck. Okay, so that's what the archetype that's going to be very, very prominent for some of you in this with this full moon. Okay, you're always on the lookout for opportunities to connect people, ideas, and assets in order to bring a potentially lucrative project to life. You're a hard worker and you tend to multitask. You know, your keen insights allow you to make quick decisions, and you have an adventurous spirit, and it drives you to push to the edges of tradition. And I said it earlier, learning with this learning card. When you couple this learning card right here with the merchant, this is all about pushing the boundaries. You know what you learned, but you want to go to the edge. You're like, why? This is all about questioning the status quo, which we said is about Scorpio. Scorpio is about unveiling mysteries, revealing secrets, right? So you are about to live the good life, because you love to share. This the merchant is a generous person. You know what I mean? You probably have these characteristics. You're probably the ones that, you know, share your lunch, give money. If somebody asks, you know, this is who you are naturally, right? You believe that time is money. You know, that's kind of a shadow side. But listen, that's not necessarily so bad, because that means you value your time. You are a good steward of your time, all right? As a merchant, your goal is to accumulate wealth and provide for the material needs of people. Naturally, that's what you want to do. Again, so you're quick to quantify the values of resources and information, okay? Because you want to know how things can best be used where, with trade, commerce, and profit. You know what I mean? This merchant energy is going to be just it's going to abound next Thursday, right? And all you have to do is call on it. That's all you have to do. Simply channel it, say, be it unto me. That's all you have to do. And it's yours, right? And release it. Release it. Be intentional about what you want to come to you and what you're, what you want to have. So let's see. The merchant is logical, discerning, flexible, financial, psychological, creative, communicative, social, brilliant, quick, evaluative, technical, and inventive. I love it. And I love more than anything that doggone money tree right there. All right, third card. This will be the last one. Oh, and then there's Jupiter. I think, and we even called Jupiter. I don't know if we called Mercury, but we did call Jupiter. Amazing. This card, the next card is the Visionary. Just 1 second. Thank you for your patience. I resonate strongly with this card, with this wealth archetype, strongly. All right. The Visionary sees the world as filled with possibilities. And the sole desire for the Visionary is to manifest future possibilities in the present to uplift the world. Does that sound a lot like Divine Feminine, right? The Visionary has the insight and wisdom to tap into higher potential and create innovative solutions for the greater good of all. As a visionary, you absorb information from the world, intuitively process it, and intellectually express your ideas. That means you absorb it from the atmosphere, then your intuition helps you process it and categorize it, and then you use your mind to help you express it. You might create something, you might sow something, you know what I mean? The vision, you can see it and you can implement it. I love that. Visionary, okay? You are a humanitarian at heart, and you are most inspired by projects that uplift humanity and achieve a collective goal. See, with visionaries, it's not all about you. And not necessarily that's bad, those of you who, you're just kind of me-focused, so you can be a blessing to others. But with visionaries, it's like, I'm a blessing so others can all be blessed. You know what I mean? It's that kind of mindset. But in the visionary, it's inventive. They're expansive. And that's actually one of the words with the full moon energy, expansion. Because that's what Jupiter, see what rules the visionary? Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion. So a visionary is wise, insightful, enthusiastic, curious, courageous, imaginative, wealthy, knowledgeable, conceptual. Let me just stop right there with the with wealthy. You see, Spirit wants you to be financially solvent. Spirit wants you to be wealthy so that you can be a blessing to others. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that money is happiness, but money does answer all things. You know what I mean? Money is the current currency that we use to get things done. And so until it's total faith or until it's like chickpeas, then it's money. Okay? So wealth is not a bad thing. And those of you who struggle with that idea of it's not all about money and I don't need to be rich and as long as I'm happy, that's all well and good. But Spirit needs you to be wealthy so that you can not only give, but you can keep building and creating for others, for the collective energy. So that's just a little something I just needed to say. All right. So you are knowledgeable, you are inspired, you are idealistic, you're benevolent, and you're humble. So this is the energy that's being released with this full moon. This is what you're calling in to your experience, So to recap with the three, we got the merchant, we got the visionary, we got the queen. Again, to me, all aspects of the divine feminine. All aspects. Sitting on the edge of a cliff, looking at the sunset. Some of you guys get a lot of power just watching the sun set. You get a lot of ideas. Visionaries, this is your time. Merchants, those of you, opportunities are everywhere to prosper. The world is filled with possibilities, says the visionary. The visionary doesn't see limitations. They see possibilities. What does that sound like? Overall energy is emergence. This is what's emerging. You're going to begin to see the world that's filled with possibilities. You're also understanding that you are an empowered feminine leader. You are the divine feminine. You're also seeing opportunities everywhere. Why? Because you have decided to let your childlike faith or your wide-eyed wonder take over as you emerge and you watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. That's what you've decided to do. You've decided to emerge, but not emerge with your with the stigma, but you're emerging saying everything is working out for my good. I am supported. This is what this full moon or this flower moon in Scorpio is about. Okay. Learning, liberation, releasing. I love it. 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 Get this message right here. Angel Oracle deck, of course. Actually, nope, not yet. What time is it? We're doing good. Let me get 2 from the Work Your Light. We can see what you may be experiencing as well, where you are on your soul walk. That's what I like to call it for this full moon. Oh, 2 cards, please. More. Okay, I can't help but take that one. And one more. Real plain in my hand. Got it. Thank you. Ah, longing for home. Mintakan, the original light workers, longing for home. And the crumbling. What are you holding on to? Whatever it is you're holding on to, you're going to release it on the full moon. Next Thursday, May 7th, you're going to release it. Whatever you're holding on to in fears that you're not going to get something in its place, let it go. It must crumble. It must crumble. What are you clinging to? Old mindsets, childhood traumas, fears, limitations, mindsets. Because that's, again, it's about releasing, crumbling. It's about releasing those things, letting it crumble. It's about learning what needs to go. Let it crumble. It's about learning new ways of being, learning the right way of being, releasing those ways. It's about what? Freedom. Because when you let something that you're clinging on to for fear that you won't get another thing, when you let it go and let it crumble and fall, you will be liberated. You'll be free. Free to move in all this as a visionary, as a queen, as a merchant, right? That's what it's about. And for you original light workers, this is a place. Where is my book? I need to read it to you out of the book. But this is Mintakan, and it's all about longing for a place of home, longing for a place of belonging, because some of you might feel a little isolated, but don't worry. It's going to all make sense. Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation of Orion. They were the first star beings to travel the Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. So if you pulled this card, and we did, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on Earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now, to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. I love it. Visionary can see home. Visionaries create a place called home anywhere on Earth. Okay? Okay? Visionaries, and with emergence, your childlike faith, you watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. With this emergence, you've decided that your childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment can create anything you want to create. You can make this place called home. Okay? And those of you who like to be around water, like I said, full moon, after that, just go take a bath. Use the elements. The elements are here for our use. Fire, earth, air, water. Use the elements. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy for this full moon. It's about blossoming. Oh, y'all remember I said what time is it? I'm going to stop worrying about the time because I said I wanted the flower. You think it'll come out? I don't know. Let's get 3 cards. If the flower moon comes out, I'm going to scream. But I don't know why I feel like it's not going to come out because now I'm looking for it, right? Okay, 1. But let's get 2 more of these, and then we're going to get off of here. We're going to get, ooh, that's too many. And the flower moon was not in any of that, so that's okay. I couldn't help but peek at boundaries. Oh, there's my 2. Thank you. That was easy. See what we got. Oh, balance came out. Okay. So balance. These are just simply the energies that you're going to be capitalizing on for this full moon. Balance. So call in your balance. Card number 19, going down to a 10, which is a 1, new beginnings. Because then we say on this moon is about new beginnings, especially because of the time it waxes its fullness at 6:45 a.m. So this is about new beginnings and balance with that card number right there. I think I said that right. 29, it's 11. 11, it goes out to a 2. This hunger is all about whatever you think about most is what you're going to create. Essentially, that's what it is. I pull this card a lot, but that's what it's about. And in the void, these are the things. This is that shadow side that you're going to, this is that blocked moon, Scorpio energy that I was talking about. Okay, this is you discovering is that a number 1? Oh my gosh. It's a number 1 going along with this. Watch this. With this card, when you go into this void, this dark moon, when you go into this void, which is the darkness, the shadow side, and talk about those, maybe that sexual repression, maybe those health issues that surround your sexuality, like your reproductive organs or your, just the headaches and the things that you feel like you can't move in, like you're too afraid to ask the right questions, because this is about, remember, unveiling mysteries, asking the right questions, right? But if you find that you don't do this or you can't do this, you'll be out of balance. And this is all about balance. If you do your shadow work leading up to this moon and release it all, right, you'll have that balance. That's what this is for. And also, just as a reminder, whatever you feed the most is what's going to grow. Whatever you feed, this is what the hunger is about with this card. So if you, whatever you pay attention to is what you are going to multiply. All right. So be very, very intentional and be mindful. And for heaven's sakes, childlike faith is going to bring all this in. It's time for you to emerge. I'm excited. We'll do a live on next Thursday in the evening sometime. I'll post and let you know when. So anyway, I hope you learned something, got something you can use so you can do your wonderful magic and your rituals and just be blessed, right? Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, put your energy in the tribe, and then maybe you'll show up in these readings as well. Until we meet again, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, bye.